Hello. Yeah, let's hear more of that. All right, good evening, everyone. Just like to start out by thanking everyone for coming out tonight to celebrate this special occasion for Cody and Leah. And I'd also like to thank Mark and Dee, our hosts for the evening, not only for putting on this magnificent wedding, but for raising such an amazing daughter. Leah, you look absolutely stunning tonight. I mean, come on, everyone. Round of applause for your beautiful bride. And Cody, well, you did the best you could.
Applause for me!
So when I first knew that I'd have the chance to come up here and deliver this acceptance speech for the Best Man Award, I was really overcome with joy, knowing that I'd have the opportunity to just stand here in front of all of Cody's friends and family and just roast him. Now, believe it or not, I did not want to do that tonight. No, instead, I thought I would use this time to really focus in on some of Cody's best qualities, like, Thanks for coming out. Have a good night. No. But for those of you that do not know me, my name is Matt Mills. I'm Cody's older, wiser, and much better looking brother. So, I first met Cody back in the early 90s when my parents brought him home from the hospital. And the first thing I asked my mom, I said, "Where's my little sister?" Now, I don't know why I was told all along that I was getting a sister, but that's a different story. So, what I didn't realize is that I had actually gained a lifelong best friend, sidekick, punching bag, and a scapegoat. But I took my responsibility as an older brother seriously. I wanted to set a good example. So I took it upon myself to teach Cody some of the more important lessons in life. And I started with gravity. You see, growing up, we had this tree outside of our house that would occasionally just drop rocks from its limbs. One of them may or may not have fallen out and hit Cody and cracked his head open, and of course he was crying like a little girl, and I thought to myself, oh, there's my little sister. But I didn't tell him that I was on the other side of that tree throwing the rocks into its limbs. But the moral of the story is I taught him about gravity and the existence of rock trees. And that's only the first time, believe it or not, that I had to convince my mom that it was Cody's fault he cracked his own head open. No, but this just set the stage for a lifetime of brotherly competition. You see, Cody's a competitor. Anyone that knows him knows he's a competitor. His problem is he's really not good at anything. So, no, but you know, he's an athlete. Sorry. Time out. What happened? I gotta remember where I Now, growing up, we played all kinds of sports together, you know, football, baseball, basketball. And naturally, I would beat him about just about everything, but I'd occasionally have to throw him a bone and keep his confidence up. But, you know, Cody was good at sports. He, you know, excelled at most sports, but there's a few highlights that stick out. For example, he'll still, to this day, tell the story about how he pitched something like 19 shutout innings in a Little League Baseball state championship game with a broken finger. Now, the better story is how he got that broken finger. And if I remember correctly, he was, as I said, he's an athlete. This was a sports injury. And in his own words, he was owning the court at Newmarket Rec summer camp in the fierce sport of, I believe it's tetherball. Very dangerous. And Cody went in naturally for a big spike and broke his finger. And I remember finding him after this injury, and as I tried to catch my breath from laughing so hard, I again thought, oh, there's my little sister. But, you know, I don't I don't know why some of my most memorable stories of our childhood involve Cody crying. It's either a brotherly love type of thing or that he just spent most of his time crying about something. No, but as we grew up, we got older, I moved away a little bit, but we moved away to college and we're still close. We're always there for each other. I'd still come home and watch his baseball games, and he'd still take the blame when I had a party at my mom's house. But then, we got really close when he graduated and came up into Plymouth, and it was awesome. I had my sidekick back, and he had someone to buy him groceries.
Nice.
No, seriously, Cody, I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished. I'm your biggest fan, and I wish you nothing but the best in life.
Thank you.
You're my best friend and the best brother that anyone could ever ask for. I love you, bro.
I love you.
All right, that's enough. Let's talk about Leah. So I first met Leah also at Plymouth, and it would have been her freshman year, and I won't go into all the details here, but coffee tables are not meant to be dance floors. No, but it didn't take long for, Leah to catch Cody's attention, and before long they became inseparable. And it isn't hard to see why. Leah's such a kind, fun, amazing person, and most importantly, she loves Cody. I don't know why, but she does. I've watched you two grow over the past 10 years, not only as a couple, but as people, and I can truly say that these two people are meant to be together. They're such a complementary couple, and their devotion to each other is undeniable for anyone that knows them. Guys, I'm so happy to be a part of your lives. We've had some amazing times together, from Patriots games to late nights on Bourbon Street, and now watching you guys lovingly play with my little guys, Brady and Owen. So, Leah, while you've been a part of the family for some time now, tonight it's official, and I can now finally say, there's my little sister. All right. I propose a toast to the two most important people in the room tonight, and that's your bartenders. But seriously, Cody and Leah, may your life be full of nothing but love, happiness, and good times. To Cody and Leah.